Hi lovelies, my name is Jessica and welcome to makeup.misfit, and I have a deck of panning update for you guys. I am so excited. I absolutely love this project. I'm so happy that I joined this. I finally jumped on the wagon this year and I love watching everybody's progress as well. So if you haven't, go check out my description box. I have a playlist down there with everybody who's doing this project so you can binge watch everybody's progress. It's so much fun. It's so exciting. I have all of the information on this project. Emily from Emily and Max, who created this project, her intro video is down there. It was inspired by Books with Maddie. My prompts that I'm working on, my products, my goals, everything is down there as well. So you can go take a peek and see what everything is all about. But I'm ready to get into this project. I'm going to start off with the product that has been in here the longest up until what was rolled in last month. If you have not seen my last two updates, I rolled in the Joker each one. So I rolled in the Joker the last update and I rolled in the Joker before that. So we'll talk about those products when I get to them, but for now, we're going to start off with the product that has been in here in the longest. And I do believe this was rolled in at my intro video. I really am not quite sure when other products were rolled in, but since this one has been in here the longest, I do think this was from my intro video. Now, I rolled in the 8 of Spades, and at that time, that prompt was matte. So what I chose was this Kevyn Aucoin duo. I was focusing on the brown eyeshadow in here and I was using it as a contour. And for me, contouring is not something that I really do much of. Even when it was a big thing, I tried it, but I never kept up with it consistently. So my focus was to hit pan on here. That was my goal. I have had this in my collection for a little while now and I really was not making any progress on it. So I decided to roll it into this project, and even after that, I was using it more consistently than I had been, but again, it was only about a handful of times each month up until not this past update, but the one before that. In between there, I had started using this every single day. So at last update, I felt a dip. I was so excited. I knew I had to be close. And you guys, sure enough, I hit pan in this baby. So I have still been using it since I hit pan on here. This pan has expanded since I originally hit it. That was probably about a couple weeks ago now. I'm actually wearing it today. I'm not wearing it every single day though, but I am often enough for myself. I will probably keep using this just to get a little bit more progress on it, expand that pan a little bit more. But I'm very happy with what this is looking like at the moment. I was not working on this whatsoever, but I was only focusing on here. And I'm so happy that I finally hit pan on this and that this one can be rolled out of this project and I can roll something else in place of it. So next I had rolled in my most out of control category, which at the time the 10 of Hearts was tied to that prompt, and I chose a blush, and for that blush it was actually my Coralista blush by Benefit. So I had a decent amount of pan showing on this product and my goal is to completely finish it. Now I have not quite gotten there yet, but I have made some good progress. So as you can see, this spot here has expanded a bit. And we're about halfway through the pan now. This is actually getting much thinner, so I do feel like in a few more months, it's gonna definitely take some more time, but I'm okay with that. In a few more months, I do think that this product will be completely finished. I'm so excited about it. I really do enjoy this blush. I'm wearing it today as well with another peach blush. I love peach blushes. They're one of my favorites, so I'm not in a hurry to roll this one out and get rid of it completely, but it will be nice, one that's eventually happening. But for now, I'm okay with this sticking around. So hopefully a few more months, we'll see this and see how it goes from there. So then I had also rolled in the KVD lipstick in Cathedral, and this was my very first Joker product. Now this was a couple updates ago, and my goal for this was just to finish it. Last update, I actually made some changes and I decided that I was only going to use this 50 times just because it's a color that I would wear more so in the winter. I am wearing it today as well. I'm really shearing it out. I've been able to make good progress on this and I think I've used it about 27 times now. I have to double check on my tally app, but I want to say it's give or take 27. I'll put up the actual number on the screen for you guys. So I really do think that I could get this out by the next update, which would be so exciting, and I would absolutely love it because I am having a bit of a hard time reaching for this, but when I do wear it, it's very sheer. If you had heard me in the last update, for about a week and a half to 2 weeks maybe, I was wearing it like full colored lip. I was seeing some progress made on this thing, but it was just too much and I was getting really tired of it and burnt out from it. So I decided to just tap it onto my lips and sheer it out. And that's really how I've been using this. I do apply it a couple times a day sometimes, and I do count those applications as uses as well. So that's how I've been able to get the 27 uses, because I have not been using this every single day, but more often than not, I still do reach for this. So I'm really crossing my fingers that I can get the last few uses out of this baby before the next update, because I would love to roll this one out and have something else in place of it. Now, when I had rolled in that product, I had also rolled in the Queen of Spades, which was to represent another project, and I was using my Colourpop cream gel liner in Sunny Vale. So this is just a brown eyeliner, and my goal is to finish it. I'm wearing it today as well. Pretty sure I'm wearing almost everything in this project, but I do still have a bit of a ways to go, so I feel like this is going to be in here for quite a while. I'm okay with that though. I'm actually only wearing it like on my bottom lash line, and I really just kind of connect this from like my outer wing, or like a portion of it, to about a quarter or like halfway into my bottom lash line, and then I just kind of try to blend it out. So I'm not using it a whole lot when I do. I don't do my top and bottom line. I'm only using it small amounts at a time. So I do think it's going to be in here for a little while longer as well. But hey, that's okay. As long as I'm making progress on it little by little, I'm okay with that. I'm happy with it. I want to use it up before it gets too dry and breaks up on me. But if for some reason that happens before I actually end up finishing it, we'll deal with that at the time and possibly roll it out. But for now, it's going to stay in. And last but not least, you guys, last month I rolled in the Joker again. I rolled in the exact same Joker card. It was the colored one, because I have a black and white one and a colored one, and it was the colored card that got rolled in again, because last update I had every single card, even like these random cards were in the pile. I didn't take them out, and I got a Joker for the second time. So I decided to do this one a little bit differently. I kind of chose a product that I didn't want to pan, which is the whole idea behind this prompt, but I also wanted to use. I chose my Glamlite palette, the Ice Cream Dream palette, and the reason why I didn't want to pan this was because it was the newest palette to my collection, and I had only had it for maybe a couple of weeks tops, I think. So usually it takes me a little bit to start reaching for an eyeshadow palette when I first purchase it. I let it sit there for a bit before I use it, just because of how pretty it looks. So my goal for this was to use it 20 times, but to also use it in no pan left behind style, which means to use every single shade in the palette. And you guys, I completed both. So I used every single shade in here at least one time, and I have reached for this palette 20 times plus. So after I reached my 20 use goal, I stopped counting, and I've still been reaching for this palette. I am so happy that I bought it. I love this thing. It's absolutely gorgeous. I have a couple go-to looks from here that I just adore. One of my favorites, and probably one of the most used shades, is this shade right here, and that is Red Velvet. I really, really like using this shade. And one look that I would do, if I have any of the photos, I will put them up. I can't remember if I took any or not, but I would actually use this Red Velvet shade. I would use this Lemon shade, which is the gold shimmer. And I would use the Pastel Blue from my Pastel Dreams palette from Gimme Glow as an eye look. And it would remind me of that like ice cream. Like, I can't remember what it's called, like Superman ice cream or something. Probably got the name of it wrong. I'll post a photo of the ice cream, but that is exactly how that eye look reminded me of, and I loved it. Like, it was my favorite eye look. I have reached for that one a few times. I also like to reach for these peach shades here, and especially with my peach blush, and throw them in my outer corner and kind of blend them into the middle of my eyelid and then put whatever on top of it. I really, really do like this palette. There's a few shades that I probably won't really reach for too much, but the ones that I enjoy, I really, really like. So I'm so excited that I'm actually rolling this one out. I wanted to make that prompt something like that was still going to be fun for me, even though it's something that I didn't want to pan because it was so brand new to my collection. But I'm so happy that I chose this palette and that I was actually able to reach every single goal that I had for this palette. I'm so happy to be rolling this out, but I will like to continue my use on it. Like I said, I've been using it well past the 20 times. It's probably over 30 at this point, but I love it. What can I say? So that was all of my products that I've been working on. I get to roll in 2 new cards because I'm rolling 2 cards out. I do think I have both jokers in here now that I think about it, but I did take out those other random cards. So I did shuffle a little bit before I sat down to film, but I will shuffle again a little bit with you guys on camera. So hopefully we get some good cards. I do have the spreadsheet pulled up, so I will put it up on the screen there for you guys. You can take a look and see what the prompts are, because the number cards change each and every month, which I think is so cool and so much fun. It just gives like this project its own little fun twist that just keeps you entertained. I have had the 8 of spades a couple of times already, but each time I had it in here, the prompts were different. So we're going to pick 2 cards. So the first one is the 6 of hearts, and then the second one is the 9 of hearts. Okay, so let's see. I'm so glad I didn't get the joker this time. I was actually debating like picking a card if I did choose the joker, but we don't have to worry about that. Okay, so the hearts. Oh, that's exciting. So the 6 of hearts, just this one right here, is an indie brand. And then the 9 of hearts is matte. Which I just rolled out my matte from when it was the 8 of spades. So I have to choose another matte, and I have to choose another indie brand, which this is an indie brand as well. So let me go and find those 2 products. I do think that they will be pretty easy for me to choose. So give me just a moment and I will go find what I'm going to be working on, and I'll be right back. All right, so the products that I chose, I'm actually really excited about using because I have not used them at all yet. So for the 6 of hearts, which was indie, I decided to go with my Nabla highlighter. This is an ozone, and I think I got it back in November, fall time-ish, and I haven't used it yet. I think I swatched it once, but I'm really excited to start reaching for this. I have been kind of wanting to test it out a little bit, but I've been focusing on so many highlighters and projects that I just haven't reached for this. So my goal is just going to be to use it 10 times. I just do kind of want to make some like easier prompts for myself in this project. For some reason, I feel like this project needs to have like all of the very difficult, ambitious goals. So I'm going to be using this 10 times. I'm really excited about starting to reach for it. I would love to see how it pairs with a couple of the other highlighters that I'm using, or just see how it is on its own. But that is what I've rolled in for my indie brand. Now for the 9 of hearts, which was matte, which I had just rolled out, but I'm rolling in another one. This is the cream. Well, it's a matte finish though. So I'm rolling in this blush by Rare Beauty. I have not used these whatsoever. I did get a little trio pack, and I'm really curious about how this is going to, oh, that's bright. I'm really curious about how this is going to look. It is very light, and I think this is a matte finish though. So I'm interested, you can't really see on there, but I'm curious to see how this is going to work for me. I'll probably wear this under my makeup instead of over top of it, but I am really excited about reaching for this. So again, this is going to be a 10 use goal. I think this one's matte. Yeah, there's no shimmer in that. That's matte. Okay. I'm like, I hope that's what this is, but no, it is. It's a matte. Yeah, that one's matte. There's no shimmer in that, I don't think. So that's what I'm gonna go with. And I'm, like I said, gonna use that one 10 times as well. I'm really interested to see how that one's going to work out for me and how I actually enjoy using it. So I'm excited about those two. I'm really happy that I got some easier prompts this time around because I was tired of the Joker cards. But let me show you guys what I have left to work on. So I do have a few more uses for my KVD lipstick in Cathedral. I didn't even show you guys what it actually looks like. But here is the lipstick. So it is a little bit dark for me for this time of year, but if I just tap it on and sheer it out, blend it out, I do actually really like it. So a few more uses on this one. I still have to finish up my Colourpop creme gel liner. I have my coralista blush, which I want to completely finish up. So hopefully that's just a few more months. And then my new ones, I have 10 uses on my Nabla highlighter, which I think is going to be very pretty. I think that'll be nice. And then 10 uses on my Rare Beauty liquid blush. So I'm very excited. I'm so happy with this update. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down below if you guys are doing this. I would love to come check out your project, your progress, see what updates you guys, or check out your updates, see what you guys have been rolling in and rolling out. And I will check you guys all later. Bye.